Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's in a great position here. Konate, Hakimi, and Konate. Hakimi. Pass somewhat off target. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Valverde concedes a free kick for that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Lukaku is onto it in a flash. Rice. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that is a little undercooked. Matheus Cunha. Plays a sharp little ball here. Gives it back. Played into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Valverde, and it's Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Now the cross. It's out for a goal kick. Hakimi. And they've switched it over to the other side. Yamal. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's felt him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's just beyond his reach. And that should get the job done. And he can clear it away. Valverde. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. That's the throw. And that's aimed into the middle. Jimenez clears it away. Some really good ball movement. Chips it through. Osimhen. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's been won straight back. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's forced to go back. That's a sharp pass. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. And Jamal. In with the challenge. Timber. And it's Hakimi. That's tidy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Osimhen. And here's the chance to counter. That has not gone well. Chouameni still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! Goal! A goal at a really telling moment.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. He is just caressing the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has
Van der
been
Ven
indicated.
cuts out the pass. Rice. This is promising. Good take, and is he in? Danger averted for now. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Matheus Cunha distributed tidily. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. Hakimi. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Good running, strong and purposeful.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Succumbs to the pressure. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Searching pass he's played there. And they win it back again. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rice. Manchester United finding their passes. And he's played it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osman. Number 7,
Timber.
Vinicius Junior.
Timber running with the
Number
ball.
9,
Manchester
Matthias
United
Cunha.
are, of course, in a
Number
position to go to the
19.
bench should the need arise. Bruno Fernandes sticks it away. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the key...
Oh, shooting chance! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chouameni, that's a little off target. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? And it's Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Van de Ven. And Konate. And it's Hakimi. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Konate.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a promising position. And he welcomes it in. Backward it goes. Driving on and making good progress. He might be in here. Lukaku.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Two added minutes has been
Passing
indicated.
nice and neat. Bruno Fernandes. Shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? Surlot. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30
Hello,
minutes.
and please join me in wishing
So
a
all square,
happy wedding
we need a
anniversary
winner,
for one of
and
our
we
fan
will be
club
back
members.
for extra time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 41.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 38. Kravenberg. Coming on the field.
Timber.
Number 10. Soberslide.
Van Dijk.
Number 5. Locatelli.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bruno Fernandes. He's had it taken off him. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they could break here. Oscar Mingueza and Gravenberg. Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Pedri. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Mbappe. Now it's Lukaku.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Locatelli. Van de Ven. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Extra time reaches half-time.
And a quick announcement today.
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field is number 4, Marco Asensio.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Locatelli. Opts for safety. And it's Van Dijk. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. Delivers big header! Oh, should have put that away.
Sorloth has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Goes forward. One has ended up in no man's land. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
It's their second corner of the game. Decent chance! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And it's Lukaku. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And they've got rid. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here. Valverde receives it in a good position here. Rice tries to pass it through. And he's intervened well there. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And they've got rid. Jimenez pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Valverde. Osimhen. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Donnarumma clears. Gravenberch. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Van Dijk makes the interception. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham was in no mood for any of that. Tchouaméni. He's shifting through the gears here. And he lines up, climbs up big! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Gravenberch. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Nuno Mendes. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's played in low.
Well played and well cleared.
Bellingham. Lovely feet. Back when it goes. Rice. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Yamal proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Osimhen. He's picked his way through. Osimhen's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Hakimi. Tries to play it through. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played. And he has... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but when...
Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Vietnam certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Valverde. Yamal. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lukaku. Valverde. And it's Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, no joy this time. Timber. Timber tries making a foray down the right. No way through there. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United still this single goal behind. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Bellingham.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now this could be a chance. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Hakimi, can he spark a counter here? Well, that pass isn't the best. Crunching tackle. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osman. Number 21,
Vinicius Junior!
Number 19,
Decent enough try.
Number 22,
Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
41,
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Number 30,
Vinicius Junior!
Vinicius
Done
Junior.
very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Number 9, Matthias Cunha. Number 10, Sobasai. Substitution in progress.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He gets big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Matthias Cunha, he's on it, can he get away? And that's a good ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Gravenberg. Now that's a lovely exchange. And it's Van Dijk. And that has left him in a heap. That has not gone well. Van der Ven. Manchester United must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Szoboszlai. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Timber.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Timber. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Hakimi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted. Picked out brilliantly, shot a goal! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vinicius Junior goes steaming forward, crosses it, he rises! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bullish header! Just off target. That was good alertness. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Searching passes played there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Hakimi with the short one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bellingham. Played out wide. And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Valverde. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely pass, but it's Lukaku! Mbappe. Decent progress down the left. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Shoots!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Osimhen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Bellingham. Valverde. Nice looking ball. Floated through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saliba, nicely shaped ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now that's well seen too. Van der Ven. Quality ball. Lukaku is onto it in a flash. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mbappe is the guilty party there. That pass has been well intercepted, and he plays one through. He is just caressing the ball, and he's in on goal. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Osimhen, Gravenberg, and there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Vinicius. There's the shot! Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Oh, super ball! Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Good ball, Mbappe. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Substitution.
Great ball, and he's in here. Might be decent chance. No mistake. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitutions taking place.
Vietnam making consecutive changes here. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field is number 10, Soboslai.
Timber. That's an imaginative pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Bruno Fernandes. And that's gone loose. Soboslai takes control of it and he's on the move. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Timber ploughing through the middle. And claimed it back swiftly. Turns and goes back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Timber. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. He's beaten the lot. Real chance! And that could have brought them level.
Lukaku was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
It's their second corner of the game. Soboslai plays it short. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Can he get on the end of this? Showing good feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Opts for safety. Sheshko. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Lukaku. That's really well cleared.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Koundé. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Gravenberg. Looking for the run. Manchester United with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Tchouameni can get it clear. That's very neat. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
We are glad to inform you that today's match.
Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. it.